Does she say, you know what, guys, we have to take this back to a vote now that we know the terms, or actually I can't do this, maybe I need to resign? Because those calls for her to resign here are only going to get stronger in that kind of scenario.
Right. I'm surprised that she even survived now, and she tries to plow ahead.
To this point.
That's right. And I think the fact that what you reported just before, that all the key ministers stay, is a sign that she has lost all power. She dare not take anybody out now because the knife's out for her. She never resigns, right? She resigns when the party pushes her, right? And she is now just trying to keep everybody in place.
What is a soft Brexit? Especially if her and her coalition have already said that one of the whole points of this thing is to end the free flow of labor. What would that even mean, a softer Brexit?
It could be several things. It could be the internal market with some sort of... There was a play with the words at one stage whether you could say free movement if you have a job, but not until you have a job. And I think, actually, if she had played it really, really well and knew what she was doing, I think she could have cut a deal down the line with Merkel in Germany, because the Germans really have wanted the Brits sort of in a good relationship, but it has become very harsh, right? And she interpreted the referendum peculiarly as meaning a really hard exit. She has ruled out the internal market. She has de facto ruled out the customs union. So what's all left? And she ruled out the European Court of Justice. So she had already said, we voted on EU, but I'm interpreting it to mean all this other stuff.
Maybe it's been a negotiating position.
So this doesn't happen in the United States. It doesn't work like this during elections. And
it's a little different.
Right. And
you have your own
Prime
problems,
Minister gets pushed out. We do have plenty of other problems. Julia, what happens if she can't stay put and she does get pushed out? I mean, what are the options in terms of who might be able to replace her? Someone within her own party? Someone from another party?
That's a great question. I guess I'd add to that question. At what point does her position become untenable?
Yeah.
It becomes untenable when somebody of the other senior people who all have their designs of being prime minister one day basically has a group of people behind them that can threaten her, and you can take her down, right?
Like who at this moment?
Would it be Jeremy Corbyn? Does he play a role?
No, in the Conservative
Party. He's a different party. Yeah, he's the Labour Party. So that would then be a fresh election, or this government.
Well, that's how it probably ends with early elections again.
Yeah.
That would be my guess, right? But to some extent, her strength is that if you look at the next tier, really nobody seems to be the obvious candidate, right? I mean, so it's a mess.
We're going to
it's
talk
a real
about
mess.
this again, but I just want to say, I mean, we felt like she took a poison chalice here in what she took over. I mean, it's kind of getting steadily more poisonous.
And then she gambled, right? And she took a big gamble and she lost, right? This is the only way you can, I think of it.